It's a normal, crowded day in Edinburgh. Some of the gang were inside Edinburgh Waverley having a McDouglas. Ah, well that was delicious. Careful, Flick, you eat too much junk food, you'll find yourself with as much obesity as Sulley.
I heard that.
You'll be a second, Sulley. Only Sulley has purple spots around him.
And he has horns, but you have antennas.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
Lay off him, will you? Oi, you!
What?
Where are you gone?
The toilet? Why?
I just must warn you that those toilets are bloody stinking, mate.
Oh, right. God, these toilets bloody stink. They seriously need to get some hygiene into these bathrooms.
Hello. Where do you think you're going?
To sit with my pal. I've just been to the lavatory. Oh, is that right, pal? Care to explain this? Oh, that's me. But what's in that box?
Bottles of euthanasia. You took them to Edinburgh, and now hospital victims are being killed instead of being put in a temporary sleep.
Oh, I did no such thing.
Not believed. How can this Sulley not be you? You're coming with us.
Oh, no, you don't.
For some reason, he's scary when he runs. Don't get too caught up in it, Tails. Just what's going on with him and the police?
Get back here.
Ow! Quick! Hey, Sulley, what a blooming heck are you doing? Quick, before the police come. Oh no, stop! Oh!
What are you doing here? You're no a fish.
Hey, Mr. Clownfish, I was just passing by. You were on.
Even if you're a prisoner, you shouldn't starve or have thirst.
I have arrived, officer.
Thank you for coming here on such short notice, sir.
Right. Now, why is Sulley in jail? Are you aware, sir, that he has been sneaking into Switzerland to steal euthanasia bottles and taking them to many of mainland UK's hospitals? Are you aware? No. Sulley has never been to Switzerland.
Never?
Indeed so. If Sulley ever went to Switzerland, I would have known, but I don't. The only countries outside of Scotland I know he's been in during his lifetime are Canada and Wales.
Then, how do you explain this?
Maybe that's somebody who looks exactly like Sulley.
Nah. Fine. You win. But tomorrow, we're taking this to court and we'll see what evidence there is to back things up.
All right then. Sounds like a plan. Sorry, I'm aware of how you've ended up here, and all I can say is, have faith. You should fight this. Good night. Jesus Christ. What utter rubbish. I've never been to Switzerland.
Where's Marty again?
Yeah, he's in the United States acting the Back to the Future Part 2.
Have these reporters gone soft in the head or something?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking.
This is just ridiculous.
My thoughts exactly, Gru. I cannot see Sulley pulling the strings for a death.
How do we know how this person who did go to Switzerland and sneak euthanasia into the UK wasn't just Sulley's twin brother?
Oh, Sulley has a twin brother? You learn something new every day.
I'm not saying he does, because I never asked him about siblings, dude.
Oh, all right. No need to be so aggressive.
Who do you think this so-called brother of Sulley's would be, if there is one?
I don't know. Maybe Dolly.
I didn't care what's going on with Sulley. He didn't commit any murders, and I ken it.
You know what, guys? I'm taking Shrek's side. I'm keeping my faith in Sulley. I refuse to believe he's a murderer. He's innocent. The murderer is someone else entirely. End of story. Right, so what are we going in there for?
To steal bottles of euthanasia and smuggle them into the UK.
Alright, but what if someone sees us?
In that case, one of us will go in there and the other will keep an eye on this container. I'll go in. You stay here. Don't go anywhere.
Are you sure this is a good idea, though?
Of course, we know what we are doing. It's not like one of us two or our companions will need to go to the hospital for an operation.
Yeah, you do have a valid point, but I still don't feel...
Do you want the bus to throw you in a lava pit or not?
No.
Good. Now get to work.
Sir, yes, sir.
Here we go. Painless killing. Exactly what we're looking for.
Hey!
Uh-oh.
What are you doing in the insatiable hospital?
Double checking the labels on the bottles. We don't want any mix-ups that could result in a fatality, don't we? Oh, I just remembered that I've got to go. Bye.
Hey, get back here!
No, quick! Our cover is blowing. Right, we've been spotted. We must immediately flee this country. We're going northwest to the UK to smuggle these into Edinburgh. The boss will be very pleased to know that the mission to get these bottles of euthanasia was a success.
Can we stop for McDouglas on the way?
No, they cannot be seen. We're taking these to Edinburgh Hospital. End of story.
Fine.
Silence! This court is now in session. He is Sulley, the big blue monster, accused of bringing sodium thiopental bottles into the country and to many of Britain's hospitals. How do you plead, you monkey?
Not guilty, Your Honour.
Okay, you may start chatting away.
I think that the belief that Sulley did what he's accused of doing is absolute nonsense. Sulley has never been to Switzerland.
With all due respect, sir, there was a Sulley on that newspaper article, and its physical appearance features match with the Sulley here.
Well, I can assure you that I am not that Sulley.
Then how do you explain this?
Maybe Sulley had a twin brother and he just never told us about him.
I do not have a twin brother.
Then how do you explain this?
That Sulley on the article is not ours. He's only been to Canada and Wales. Excuse me, but you may want to check the security cameras.
Hello, Sonny Jim. I'm Sulley. I just had a wonderful time in Switzerland. Something you may not know about the Swiss is that it's one of a rare amount of countries where it is legal to euthanize humans. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to sneak these Swiss euthanasia bottles into many of Edinburgh's hospitals and get Sulley exiled. And Sulley, if you're watching this, did you seriously think that dumping me and Randall onto the raft boat from Wales would be enough to be rid of me? This isn't over, kidda. Wait, is this thing still on?
Oh.
The person recording didn't think to pause the camera.
Oh, knew it!
Sulley, it seems you were right all along. You're not responsible for the smuggling of that box of that euthanizing agent after all.
Hooray! I knew I was innocent this whole time.
Now let's pack up and go home.
No, it's not over. Sulley, it turns out that somebody is trying to frame you.
Frame me?
Yes, I was shown a video on the security cameras and the person on that video looked just like you, but spoke in a slightly more posh voice. Posh, 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 posh.
I should have known there was something funny going on here.
Why didn't we bring Fick with us?
Starting with 1986, the laws were that no children are allowed in court unless the child is the one charged for crimes.
So, do you guys know what this means?
No. What?
This means that we need to take matters into our own hands. So, you're saying that... Yep. We take action. We dig into what's going on. We don't do something, and our home could be at stake.
Uh-oh, that doesn't sound good.
No, indeed. And do you guys remember Mike and Ash? They're still at the hospital in Northern Ireland. Not only those two, but even Trent and Eric Cartman have mysteriously vanished during the zombie pandemic last year. Well, Trent ran off to the basement to check the secondary side door was shut properly last year and must have been engulfed by the zombies. Even Eric Cartman was down there too. Maybe they went through one of the mirrors that leads to a different world.
I wonder how Ash and Mike are getting on in that hospital these days.
How do you bleed?
No,
Guilty. And before you go, you should go on a mission to catch this crook. Well, that's the end of that then. Indeed. Now we get out there and stop this bad boy pretending to be you.
Why do you recognise the shape of that tower? Wait a minute, that's the Eiffel Tower. Who put that there?
How you feeling, Mike? Fine. Yourself? Same. Though I am missing all my pals back home. I haven't seen any of them since August 1987. And now it's March 1989. I haven't seen them since June 1987. I just hope I could have been smarter to know that Paul was trying to get me to fall for a trap. Well, that's a lesson learned. You know not to take sweeties or anything from people you don't know ever again. Yeah, we all tend to do things we would know not to do if we were smarter and more experienced on said thing. But the good news is that we are being collected by a ship to be taken back to Trinent on the 1st of April, where we'll meet all our pals again, as well as meet some new ones. If there are some. If there are any. And no, that's not a joke. Can't wait to see them all again. It's been such a long time. I only hope Dawn's not found another boy. Who's that? A doctor, of course. Randall! Hiya, Mike. It's been a long time, hasn't it? Not long enough. What are you doing here? Who's this? A friend of yours? No, a foe of mine's.
Silence!
He's here.
Henry J. Waternoose III, you may proceed.
Good work, Randall. You found him.
Indeed, I have.
Now, Needleman, Smitty, get him.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Quick, run!
Will you keep up your smug?
Hey, that wasn't very nice.
I'm running as fast as I can.
Chase them yourself, why don't you?
Fine.
You can run, but you can't hide. Ow! Gotcha! Mike! No! Let go of Mike. And why would I want to do that? Uh-oh.
You ain't getting out of this one, pal.
Oh, look, Sulley. Hey, Sulley. How are you doing these days, pal?
Sorry, ain't here. I've got the Swiss medical unit after me, and you're coming with me.
Oh, am I glad you got out of that one, Sulley. I knew you were innocent all along.
Indeed, but it seems we have a bigger issue on our shores. Someone from my past impersonated me to make it look like I was the bad guy. Exactly. This is why we need to take matters into our own hands. Ew. Now I know. I recognize that voice from somewhere. But the only question is, who's the voice's owner?
Sir Mario?
I knew that all along. I'm just playing this game. It's called playing dumb. Anyway, after hearing the negatively interesting news in court earlier today, I have the belief that we could very likely be under attack in a few days. Guys, I've got some serious news. And what might this news be? I was on the phone to Chef Sabatini from Northern Ireland.
Northern Ireland?
Yep. And they have a message. Ash Ketchum and Mike Wazowski were inside Royal Victoria Hospital until they were kidnapped by 4 monsters.
What?
It's true. Katie Nelson, one of Royal Victoria Hospital doctors, found Ash's cap out in the hallway as if he dropped it while he tried to eat the monsters. Katie Nelson told Bob the Builder, and Bob the Builder told Mr. Sabatini, and Mr. Sabatini told me.
Right, I've got to get him.
Now, Shrek, we don't know where the monsters are taking them. Sabatini didn't say where either.
Well, how about this? What if we all go to Northern Ireland, then we get a trace of where they may have come and gone to find their location?
Oh, hang on. Hello. Hello. Are you one of the teammates of Britain? Yes.
Why, just to let you know that if you have any hope of seeing Ash Ketchum, Mike Wazowski, Trent and Eric Cartman again, you must meet the following demands. First, you must meet us at Pisar O'Donnell's in Londonderry at 5 o'clock in the morning of Monday next week, the 20th of March. And second, I must know Sir Mario's banking info. If you don't meet these demands, they'll be ours forever. Just one question. Who are you? Henry J. Waternoose.
Who was that?
That was Henry J. Waternoose. Oh, that twit is back. Yep. And he's got Ash, Mike, Trent and Eric. He says they're in Pisar O'Donnell's in Londonderry in Northern Ireland. He also says that if we don't get there by Monday, otherwise tomorrow, and give them Sir Mario's bank details, then Ash, Mike, Trent and Eric will be on their side against us for good.
No.
No. You are not giving away my banking info. So be it. This way we'll never see our missing pals again. Oh, now that puts us in a tight corner.
Unless...
Unless?
What if we could fake Sir Mario's bank details?
You, Jenny, are a Genius.
Yeah, great thinking, Robot Princess. It's been almost 14 months and you're already springing into action with ideas. It's what I was built for, lending a helping hand to those in a sticky situation.
Wait a minute. How do you know Waternoose doesn't just want us to go to him so he can lure us into his clutches?
Well, if they've got Ash, Mike, Trent and Eric, then we must take whatever steps are necessary to get them back here.
Sulley's right. So long as we get our friends back from any group of criminals, the light of day is more transparent.
It is said that this group is called the Monster Mash. They are using the Peace O'Donnell's pub in Londonderry as their headquarters.
Now remember, Sulley, I helped you seek a chance of redemption all those years ago, and someday you'll help someone else achieve their new leaf too. We're all counting on you, pal. I know you can do it. Show us all what you're made of. Make us proud. Make me proud to infinity and beyond. Promise to save us. I know that you have exactly what it takes.
Oh God, it's freezing out here.
I don't know about you, but I'm actually excited for this. Let me guess, does he ash again? Don't make me laugh.
Looks like we've got company.
Huh? Huh.
Hello,
Who are you?
Jeff Fungus. It has come to my attention that you are on a mission to get four friends back from Ireland.
Yes? Why?
I might be able to lend you a helping hand.
Okay. What might you know?
The person behind it all, including the incident with our food bank 2 years ago.
And who might that person be that's been pulling the strings for all this? Randall Boggs or Henry Jamie Waternoose?
Well, this person has Randall and Waternoose doing all his dirty work. And you know who else he has working for him? Me.
So you're working with them?
I guess you could say.
Give me one valid reason why I shouldn't just throw you into the sea right now.
I'm not looking for any form of friendship. I just need to explain to you our position. If you give me a chance, I'll make some nice ice cream and cake after dinner.
Oh, so now you want to try and lure me into their clutches, huh? I see through your game. You're just looking for more prisoners, aren't you? To be using for ransom, aren't you?
No, I'm not! You see, Flick, our group is called the Monster Mash. A group of monsters that have been through some struggle throughout their lives. The founder is Henry J. Waternoose, though he's not their leader.
Who's their leader? Hope you don't mind me asking, Sulley, but I'm quite intrigued to hear your history with Fireman Sam and Pontypandy.
I'll tell you that story on the journey home. Right now, we need a plan.
I've got an idea.
What might be your idea?
Z, Y, X, W, V, U, T, S, R, Q, P, O, N, M, L, K, J, I, H, G, F, E, D, C, B, A. Mr. Waternoose. How did you do that?
Simple. If you want to pretend to be somebody else, you have to spell the alphabet backwards and then say the name of the person you want to disguise as. That must have been what Waternoose did to dress up as me.
You know what? This gives me an idea.
What, Sonic? If two of us could go into the Monster Mash's hideout and dress up as Waternoose and whoever this mystery murderer is, order our goons to let their prisoners go and we'll escape with our friends.
Yeah, sounds great. I'm in.
Ho 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 ho! This is so exciting! But wait a minute. We need to keep the real Waternoose and mystery murderer distracted while their impersonators escape with Ash, Mike, Trent and Eric. I have an idea.
Huh?
What if we could try and get them to come away from their hideout, where they'll be at a table somewhere. We'll put 2 drinks at their table, and I'll put Spike into their drinks. When they get back, they'll have a drink, and after a couple of minutes, it'll take effect. Then, while nobody's looking, We'll take their bodies outside from the building and shove them in a dumpster. Then we'll go inside. 2 of us will disguise as Waternoose and the mystery murderer and tell their goons to release the prisoners, and in case that goes wrong, we'll just simply go to their cells and get them out. And of course we have to know who the mystery murderer is. Fungus, you may have to go out on a limb here. I know this mystery murderer will kill you if he finds out you are talking to any one of us, but we'll have to do this. But we'll hide you, but we have to know his name so that we'll know who we're going to disguise as if we want to look exactly alike with no differences at all.
You know what? You Flick are a better plan constructor than I could ever hope to be.
And that sounds like we're in Ireland now.
I'll take Fungus and hide him somewhere he will never be found. So don't worry, Fungus. You're safe with me.
And what about the Eiffel Tower?
I'm sure the authorities will do something about that, but first we must focus on this mission.
Have we also got Sir Mario's fake banking information?
Yes, it's all taken care of.
So what do we do first? How do we get in? What if anyone in there recognises any of us and sets any of them off?
Hey, Sonic! Are you listening?
There's bins over there on the other side of the road.
Bins?
Bosses, there's been an accident at the central train station and some of our comrades have been injured. I think you may want to come back and see what's happened.
Oh my god, you're right. This is an emergency.
Come on, Waternoose. No time to stand and stare. Our group will lose legs thanks to those idiot train drivers. They must be hungover.
You, bloody Abraham Lincoln down here, ain't you got the scarf?
Don't ask me. I showered at 3 o'clock this morning.
You showered at 3 in the morning? Seriously, mate?
Right, so you know what we're doing?
Yes, we'll crawl past the rooms on the first floor. Then, because there are no lifts, you two will take the bins off and disguise as those 2 bad eggs and distract their men while I disguise as one of their men and rush upstairs towards Ash's, Mike's, Trent's and Eric's cell.
Right, let's hope it goes according to plan.
Greetings, my loyal subjects.
How are you enjoying being hungover, idiots?
Just what I like to hear. Now, who's up for a disco?
Okay, let's party!
You idiot! You wasted a lot of our time!
I am sorry. I just read the list of victims who died in the crash and some of them looked familiar to those on our cult. It's probably just my eyesight. It's getting worse and worse by the day.
There was no train crash.
I never thought I'd do this, but I'm retiring you as part of our cult, Yeti.
What? You can't do that. I have no other.
I can, and I will. Get out and stay out! Well, that went well. That ought to fool those pinheads. Huh? What's this?
Glasses of water for us too. Nice. Must have been the work of the waitresses.
This tastes like absolute heaven, mate.
It feels like there's a party in my mouth and everyone's having a food fight. The hell's going on in there?
Probably having a stag do.
I
What is it?
feel spicy!
Ah! I feel spicy too. I love it when a plan comes together.
So, where did it take them?
To the dump.
Alright, Gadget.
Right, where are you? Oh, no, you don't. A lizard. Howdy, Sonny Jim. You liking the disco? I wish I could be down there right now, but I have to keep the prisoners guarded so they won't try to escape. About that, could I at least know their names? Why do you want to know their names? Because I said so? There a problem with that? I know exactly what you're playing at. You're here to escape with them while we on the Honchos group are kept distracted. Isn't that right, Sonny Jim? Kind of. Well, guess what, bud? You ain't getting them back. I don't want to go against the Honcho's orders. So that's it. That's your entire reason for doing bad. You don't want to go against the Honcho's orders. Has it ever occurred to you for a single second that maybe Waternoose and the mystery murderer have manipulated you? That they're just using you to their advantage? They don't care about what you or their other men really want in their lives. All they care about is using someone for their plans, regardless of who they are. There may come a moment where they suddenly decide to betray you, and then you're on your own with no one to turn to. Ever think about what you truly want in your life that you could never achieve? You maybe can't get everything you want, but you can also can't get nothing either. You may have been really happy and very goodwill at some point, only for that to be stripped away from you. And here you are now. Think about that, and put it into consideration before it's too late. Right, I'm here, guys. We're going home. Well, look who's decided to join us. I'm not here to join you in this cell. I'm here to get the four of you out of here, and we're going home right after this. Odd, I don't know you. That's because you ended up in that bus accident only a couple days after me and my mate Amy had moved into your town, and we didn't get a chance to talk with you. But we will once this is over. Oh, okay. I only hope you haven't become my replacement. Replace? Absolutely not. We teammates of Britain never replace those who haven't been around in a while. It's just, you know, our group just gets bigger and bigger over time. When you two, Ash and Mike, get home, you'll see a few new faces, and don't fret, none of them have taken anything away from you. Nobody is getting replaced. This isn't like with the Soldor engines. Oh, right. Tell Dawn I'm asking for her. Tell Stan, Kyle and Kenny I'm missing them too. And tell Sulley that... Actually, Sulley is the one masterminding this rescue operation. And Dawn has come with us. She came here with us because of you, Ash. It's been over 500 days.
Well, this just keeps getting better and better.
But, don't get excited just yet. We still need to get out of here without getting caught.
Well, before you free us, we're not the only ones.
Have they got someone else that's not on the list of prisoners we're looking for?
Howdy.
What are you doing here?
I got unlucky. Munster Mash were looking for valuable prisoners, and I wasn't lucky enough to escape their goons when they were hunting the central station of Belfast while I was on the mission to stop a train crash. I almost got away, but they shot my bum with a tranquilizer dart before I could.
Oh? How long have you been here for?
4 weeks.
Well, why didn't you try to escape?
The place is heavily guarded. They have security cameras everywhere. I serve in the Edinburgh Air and Sea Force, and I can't contact my boss. They took my walkie-talkie off me and thrown it in the trash or something.
Sounds quite dire. And who is this small blue thing here? What's it doing here?
This thing is Gill. Its name is Chesla. I can't understand its language, but it speaks like it's giving codes. It tells me it ended up in Groomsport before the zombie pandemic broke out last year. It says it followed around with a rabbit named Cream until Cream got infected with the zombie virus and ended up in the ship of vaccines heading for Scotland. I found it sitting on top of a pile of junk on the street. I found it and gave me the message.
Wait, Cream the rabbit? You mean the one that's at our castle currently?
Is that where she is right now?
Yes.
Well, contact her and tell her that we have her trail.
Certainly. What? 1%? Are you kidding me? Maybe its adapter doesn't work. Ah well. We could just have it be a surprise reunion. Good thinking, Ash. But right now we need to get out of here. That's what's important right now. Ah, yes. Let's just hope it works on these cells. So don't get your hopes too high. Yes!
Yes!
Right, we're all free. Now we just need to escape without being caught. But how? Hey guys, look up!
Perhaps we can help one another get up to reach the window and get out by holding on to the building as we climb down until we get to the ground.
Great thinking, guys.
Bet you can't wait to see Mike again.
Indeed so.
You really are creative with your ways of taking out baddies, aren't you?
Garfin, it's you.
Howdy, Sullivan. It's been so long, hasn't it? Did you miss me?
Certainly not.
So this is the Garfin you're talking about.
You've come all this way at the perfect opportunity, I see. You're trying to keep the Monster Mash distracted while you escape with your imprisoned comrades. Isn't that right? Oh, how heartwarming. This big blue gorilla won't leave without his friends. It's an unbreakable bond. What am I kidding? You ain't getting them back. I don't care how hard of a pill it is to swallow. Those four belong to me now.
Oh, and what have you got to do about it? Kick your heels?
Certainly not. That's far too tame and of low status. How's about if I solve you the case of the murder mystery?
What are you talking about?
Fine. I guess I might as well. The explosion of the Trined Food Bank in June 87, the bus crash that resulted with Mike ending up in Ireland the day after, the poisoning of Paul 2 months later, the mysterious disappearance and repainting of the Eiffel Tower in Q2 88, the strange disappearance of Trent and Eric during the zombie pandemic last year, and you getting the blame for the smuggling of euthanasia bottles and the murder of hospital victims. It was all my doing.
You're the mystery murderer.
And why wouldn't it be me? Nobody said we were prohibited from having any fun. I was the pride of the industry. The most well-known, the most professional, the most sophisticated, the most respected, the most looked up to. But then you came along and stole it all from me.
Hey! This wasn't my fault. This was all your fault. You became very egotistical and full of yourself, that you became stripped of your professionalism. And I admit, I was an nincompoop at the job at first, but after taking on advice and support from those who were better at it, I managed to become more tough and confident.
Crikey, that shows you how far Sulley has come and how far Garfin has fallen.
Silence, you! Nobody asked you for your opinion on the matter, you big green bogey.
Och, well, love you, T.
As I was saying, I've now got you right where I want you, Sullivan. Any last words before you meet Sir Mario's predecessor?
Hey, what's that?
Huh?
Sulley, go! Oh. Oh, my hee-haws.
Take that!
Wow!
Right, Percy. Run along now, and don't be...
Oh, for goodness sake, laddie. What have I got to do to get a wee bit of shut eye here, mate?
That wasn't so bad, wasn't it?
Now that we're back with you guys, who else are we still waiting for?
Well, Buzz and Woody are still in that pub partying with Garfin's men to keep them distracted. Except there's no music playing in there, and I can't hear any ambience. They're likely so drunk that they've fallen asleep from drinking too much alcohol and are in a hangover.
Guys, I'm back.
Sulley! Oh God, thank heavens you're alright. Sulley!
Mike!
It's been so long, old boy. How are you these days? First Ash and Dawn, and now Mike and Sulley. You! I take it that's this Garfin fellow. Distraction doesn't cut it. Not this time.
Ew, I just realised I'm supposed to be on my part-time job at the local spa. Tally ho, simpleton.
I will get you, Sullivan! Ah! Hold on. You want me to follow him? I've got a better idea.
Oh, please, let there be a skylight. Let there be a skylight. Bullseye. Can't get through. Oh, not this again. Come on.
Come on! Come on! Hooray! There's no way Garfin will catch me now.
Oh, really? You might want to look behind you.
Huh? How did you get up here?
Ever tried some rock climbing? I was the top of my class, the most professional, the most well-proportioned, until you suddenly stole that spotlight from me, you cheat!
You did that yourself. It was your own doing. I told you before, and this shows me that you're nothing but a blind, stubborn, deluded, drunken bum.
Is that so?
Uh-oh.
I have murdered many people in my lifetime. Murder is my middle name, and I carry that with pride. Now, I'm going to give you a two-way choice. Option 1, you will join me, and we two will be close buddies, murderers for the rest of our days. Or, option 2, you will die. So which will it be? The former, where you are with me, or the latter, where you are against me? Or, wait, would this gun be good? Or should I use euthanasia instead, like I tried to get you booted? Nah, this will be good to finish you off, you traitor! You have 10 seconds.
I don't
10,
care.
9, 8, 7,
I
6,
don't care.
5, 4, 3, 2. Ah!
There's no way you can fall from here to the ground.
Garfin!
Somebody help me! I'm going to fall. Huh?
Figured you needed some help.
I am alive.
Yep, we arrived in a matter of convenience.
I ought to thank this lizard here for giving us the heads up about what's been going on recently. You saved my life? But I thought you were siding with Garfin.
Please, he wasn't my friend. He just dragged me under his wing. It's thanks to that blue hedgehog I found the lost plot again.
Oh well, thank you so much for saving my life, Randall.
Oi, Sulley, where you going?
To clear something up.
Okay, well, be back in 20 minutes.
Randall.
Oh, hey Sullivan. I suppose you're here to repay me for saving you back there. If anything, I don't deserve it. Go do it to someone who would deserve it, mate.
Well, I'm just here to hear from you about why you decided to side with Garfin in the first place.
Is it really that important, though? You won't even find it interesting.
If experience has taught me anything, it's that keeping your problems to yourself hurts more than making them known and sharing your feelings. And I just think that if you tell about how all of this started with you, maybe it'll help.
Well, my story is a rather shameful one. It goes back to 1973. I used to live and serve in Alaska. I served as an assistant at art gallery in Ketchikan. I also had a girlfriend named Emma. She was a lizard like me, but she was yellow. We two were what people liked to call the love lizards. We were always hanging out together on weekends and going to discos, but I always knew our job came before relationship. and that is true. But you know what they say, what goes up must come down. Hills and valleys. One roasting hot day, we two and a few friends were on a trip to the seaside. Nearby was a forest. It's also worth mentioning that there were warning signs on the way to the forest prohibiting any campfires. But some thug ignored it and left a barbecue cooking in the middle of the warm forest and wandered off somewhere. Emma went into the forest before there was any smoke to be seen from the forest. But before she did, she said she would be back in 15 minutes. I played in the beach for a while. 15 minutes passed and she didn't return. Another 10 minutes passed and she still didn't return. I was starting to get worried until I saw smoke billowing up from the trees. The brigade came as the sky turned cloudy. After some struggle and with the help of a heavy rainpour, the fire was eventually defeated. I was left begging for hope that Emma made it out safely, but one of the firemen brought out her body. She was motionless. It turned out she was dead!
Oh my God, Randall. I'm sorry to hear that.
After that, a funeral was held for her and the others who were caught in the blaze. After that, I remained depressed. I never thought I'd be happy again, ever. But one day, in September of 1973, I ran into Mr. Waternews. I explained to him about my rough past and my desperate need for help. He said he could help me out of my depression. I asked how, and he told me to just stay under his watch. And let's just say I picked up a lot of bad habits from him. And ever since that day, I served for him. Through our days as Mayhem Goons, as well as serving for Garfin when he came onto the top of the ranks, as well as serving for Garfin when he came on top of Waternews by putting him in a coma so they could switch class levels of seam.
I don't know what to say. What about those other monsters that have been serving under Garfin's watch?
Now that Waternews is dumped and that Garfin is dead, me and them have nowhere to turn to. Only now do I realise that Waternews has corrupted me. All I ever want from this world now is peace, closure, and redemption.
Hey, Randall, maybe there is a place left for you.
Oh, really? And where might this place be?
With us. For you to become one of the teammates of Britain.
Sulley, why are you suddenly being nice to me after those bad things I've done?
Well, those bad things you did. You were once a goodie. Life didn't exactly go as it should have. You never wanted to do bad in the first place. And you did save my life. So it's only fair you are given another chance.
Oh my God, thank you, Sulley. Thank you so much. And I promise to become a better person. Oh, and one last thing before you take me home. What are we going to do about the other monsters?
They're on the ferry. They're going to end up on the mainland UK. Specifically in the small town of Berwick. It's clear that from all that information we've covered, they need help too. Just like you do.
Fair enough. So, don't you think we should start heading to the ferry?
Oh shoot, we're going to miss it. Oi, don't leave without us. Oh, and one more thing, Randall. Don't mention to anyone that you once served for Mayhem. The last thing we need is an angry mob in the castle banishing you. It's best kept between only you and me. Deal?
Deal.
Thank God we didn't miss it. Yes, it's all done now. Right, see you later. Bye. Looks like the heroes themselves are back in town.
Farewell, my French. I hope we meet again.
Ah, you're all back.
That we indeed are, sir.
And I can also see you've made it out with our lost comrades, Ash and Mike. It's been so long since we last met. How are you, pals?
Like we're fresh out of the workshop. Oh, home. Oh, Trinent. You're just as beautiful as the day I left you. Can't wait to get back in there and see what's changed.
About that, hope you enjoy your new dorms.
You've been working on them while we were gone?
Yep, and now they're finished. Oh, Randall the Lizard, I had a word about with Sulley on ship, but I don't recall hearing about this small blue and yellow being.
This thing is a child. Its name is Chesla, a pair of Cream the Rabbits.
Oh, and what's happened with Billy the Kid and Neil Armstrong? They're hungover. Oh, well, I'd like to hear all about it.
And with this, it seems we've come to the end of the story of Sulley and the Murder Mystery.
Welcome to the castle, Chesla.
Ah, home sweet home. Feels like forever since I've last been here. But still, this home is as beautiful as the day I departed. You can certainly say that again, Ash. Though, while it is great to be back home, something's not right from what I've noticed. And what's that, my mate Flick? It's occurred to me somebody's not with us here. Well, obviously it can't be Marty McFly because he's in California right now working on Back to the Future Part 2, and Woody and Buzz Lightyear have been taken to bed and they're still recovering from their hangovers during the mission, the part that they played. No, it's neither of Marty or Woody or Buzz. It's Shrek. Where is he?
If it wasn't for your wellies, where would you be? You'd be in the hospital or infirmary. You would have a dose of the flu or even pleurisy if it wasn't for your feet and your wellies.